Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. My name is Leroy. Welcome to Makoya. And for those who don't know me, we are okay. My name is Leroy. We are Makoya Rundown Podcast. We're here Monday to Friday from 10:20 in the morning. We discuss some good shit, some nice shit, and a huge what's that? Shout out to our main sponsor, Vela Gin. So please go follow them there. It's Vela Gin, ZAVALOURGINZA. So please follow them there. You can get your bottle for only $150. And shout out to them. Oh man, do you know it, nah? Okay, what's that? Okay. Okay, wait. Um, sh- Shout out to Sister Boza, by the way, man. Yo, bruh. She's like literally blessing me on a Monday morning here. She literally made my day actually already clear. So, Sister Boza, you are very much loved and very much appreciated. And let me say my good mornings first. Let me see who's here. What's up, my Zuzu? What's up, Kulani? What's up, Sis Hope? Sister Boza, you know I love you. Senzekile hlophe nqa. Sorry. Sabona, Sis Tabile, Kuli, No, Hope. Who else? Who else is here? Okay, Master, what? Okay. Nonkululeko, Noktula. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Sis Palisa, good morning. Flowers for you, Liloy. Oh, you're watching me Saturday. Oh, guys. Hey, you know what? Like, let's not mention actually, like, what's that? Saturday actually today. Yeah. Like, because today it's Monday morning. Hi, sis Pomeo. How are you? Good morning. It's a great Monday morning, guys. So please excuse my low tone, and you know, I had coffee, you know, like, but okay, can happen. This cold actually, like, really put me off actually. So my apologies for that. But we're gonna have a great show today, and like, oh, actually, you can go on YouTube to actually like check out the previous episodes that we've had actually, like, since like last year June actually. So we've been doing this for a year now, and that's all thanks to you guys, right? You come in here Monday to Friday, you are at work, you are at the office, but then you're like, no, I really want to hear the stuttering boy every day, because somehow you make my day and I make your day, right? So yeah, man. What's that, guy? Before we start, I wanted to ask you something, but then kill it. Okay, but anyway, we have rules here actually. By the way, yeah? You can request Khotla Mona, then we can have like lively discussions now. But then let's remember that we are gonna respect each other here. This is a very safe space actually, so you can come in here. We can have some live discussions. We can have a what's that topic here and there that we can discuss. Maybe you need help with like a social problem, or maybe like family problem, or like a mjolo problem. You can hit us up. You can be the anonymous, so which we call you the Ntwana. You can be here, then we can help you however we can. And remember, this is a what's that safe space, right? We all respect each other here. You can disagree with whoever says what, respectfully so. It's again, no bashing will be allowed here, or you'll be banned and blocked. So let's remember those parts where we are human. We are going to be there for each other, right? So please, guys, hit us up. You need help with something, and let's be lively, man. But anyway, guys, yo, man, you know, like, before we start actually, uh, I wanted to ask you, how was your weekend actually, you know? Oh, like what's been on your mind actually, you know? Well, for me, man, you know, like, I just apologize for that. So yes, I'm back. So what's been on your mind lately, man? But hey, but you know what? Like me, I literally crashed actually over the weekend, but not like a car crash. No, 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 no. Chill, relax. Not like a car crash or anything, but mentally, I'm like I hit a young, you know. We don't do Metro FM anymore, Lala. Yeah, like we don't do Metro FM anymore because we want to stand on our own 2 feet. So we don't actually like listen to that anymore. We do our own thing. But yeah, like I was saying, my weekend, you know, I just hit a young, then I crashed Nyana. But then now I'm getting back on my feet, Nyana, 2 minutes, Nyana. But then I'm good. I'm alive. I'm great. Okay, sis Palasaru, what? Nere Kaple, an old friend of mine, she passed. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Ospalasa. You know what, now? May the good Lord be with you, Mascarabo. You were tired of your DJing session. Live DJing session. Not really tired of that, but you know, and like you can say that, yeah, man. You know, joys and like you see this live thing of like going there and there and there and there and there, and there every weekend and then like doing this and this and that. Like sometimes like we just hit up, you know, or you get bored of like these whole things and then have a winter car more. It just you know, and I hate being cold. Hate that. Says Naomi, good morning. Glad you uncrashed. Yes. Yes, Bona Bright Clement, you know what, ne? Yeah, man. You were drunk. You looked tired. I wouldn't say I was the like sloshed, but then, well, let's say that yeah, actually, you know, I was that tired, you know, as in like physically, mentally, as in psychologically, and yeah, like and all those things. But to what's on my mind, this Sebastian guy, I'm so sad. Oh, ish, that's another one actually. I've been honestly trying to avoid it, but ish, you know what, ne? Ish, some things, guys, ne? You might think they are was it the superstitions, or no, man, like why now like suddenly he was doing so great and now like this happened to him, and I'm like, hey man. Oh, so for those who don't know, right, apparently he had a was it car crash. I think it was Friday night, I think, or like Saturday night. So more the car crash. He lost his daughter, actually, and there are reports actually saying that he might have lost his leg also. So ish, you know, and like seeing how actually like these things happened actually like for him, that he rose to stardom and then he was like this and that, this and that. He got a new car like literally years in like what, like 2 months back, I think. Then now this happens. I don't want to say things, but clearly something has been going on, you know. But hey, man, I've been avoiding actually like speaking about this, but like now it's here, it's cool. And also, how come? Okay, how do you come back from that? Hey, that's another thing. Leroy has been, yes. So now, like things, like how they happened actually, like for him, car crashes. So he got a new car now, and like this happens, and then, hey, and like like this is a lot actually. But anyway, like a huge shout out to my home girl Momoto actually. She's a superstar now. No, actually like she's a movie star. You can catch her movie go working go the new Metro Lista Kinoko. And the movie is called what's it? Face Deep actually. So me and her we met Friday go like my gig, that's all. Then we We are from the same hood, actually. I, I didn't know her. Then for there, like she explained to me, she has a movie out now, about Face Deep and this. And I was like, oh yeah, man, they're like, that's cool. So I'm gonna give you a shout out Monday. So, Mumutso, shout out to you, girl. You're doing amazing, man. And the movie is great, actually. Okay, about some like mental health things. Like how you raise your kids. Like the environment you raise them in, the habits, and then like what do you like expose your kids to. So that movie is about that, actually. So and the movie is called Face Deep. So please go check it out. You'll see her. She's the main character there, actually. Very cute, Cham. But anyway, shout out to her, and I hope you guys are good, actually. And I hope you guys are well prayed up, and you all are keeping your head up, actually. Because this life thing, man, it can get so dizzy, bruh. And much prayers to Shiva Shit's family, man. I'm I'm really not a big fan of like his music or whatever, but then from like what's that, from like one human to another, man. May the grace of our Lord be with him, guys. Anyway, um so let's start, actually. So please, like please Barking, can I please come join me, guys, actually. And let's have a lively chat, actually, today. So the topic today is might get a little bit it might get a little interesting, but hey, let's see what you guys think, nah? Oh yeah, okay, wait, actually. What is the importance of setting boundaries in your relationship? So here's my approach, actually, to this, nah? Sharp. Maybe your partner, like they are the jealous types. They don't want you hanging out with Leroy anymore. When a male best or maybe you or maybe like your partner likes too much stuff, no? Then you are not there like that. But then now, like, how do you have that actual, as in like, discussion or at your born sharp? You like this, like that, me I don't. So let's just see how we can actually like work it out. So like, what are those boundaries? Maria, our boundaries are subjective, so like that's the problem. Yeah, so now how do you deal with that? Because one thing that I know for sure is that you can, okay, like we can love each other, né? Like the whole world, like like the whole love. But then again, we also need to remember that we are different. You are your own person, like before you are my partner. So there are things that you might like that I'm not really comfortable with, you know, and then like happy, as in like vice versa, actually. So how do you set those boundaries? Happy, how do you maneuver around that with your partner, whether you or get a marriage? Hit me up, and like, let's hear you. And big shout out to Hope Spewer, actually, for sharing the live, actually, a lot. I really appreciate you, Scarbo. You are a very good person. So Maria Araba, finding someone who can relate, instead of bending someone too much because of what they want. Wait, because what you want is out there. I really don't get your comments, Carbo, so please come help me understand it better. So please jump in here, and then yeah, let me hear your view, actually. So Maria, please mute your mic now. So we are gonna start from the bottom, right? So guys, you can also request it to come in, and here's the topic for today. Sis Naomi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
I'm alive, Scarborough. How are you?
I am great.
That's amazing. So you know
You're
what do you
nice
think?
on Saturday,
Yeah.
hey?
Hmm?
You were sorted out on Saturday, hey?
I was in my feels, Klamana. I'm gonna, you know, as in like, just let me be, please.
When you're in your fields, stay away from social media, sir. But anyways,
Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Mm.
the importance of setting boundaries in a relationship is very important, or in a marriage. But these boundaries actually start with yourself, not with the person that you're in a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
It would not make sense if you have certain boundaries and then you go into a relationship with a person and try to enforce those boundaries in that relationship, knowing that that person doesn't have the capabilities to do such.
Mm.
For instance, if you go into a relationship with a man that has got kids, me as a woman who doesn't have kids, there are certain things that I have to consider. The moment that he says that he has kids, I immediately know that he has a baby mama, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those are certain things that I don't think that I can have quite the control of. But when I go into that relationship or while we are dating, I need to now look at if the situation is suited for me. It would be
Mm-hmm.
unfair for
Mm-hmm.
me, knowing that I don't want to be having baby mama drama, going into a situation where there is baby mama drama and expecting that my boundaries should be respected.
Mm.
That doesn't make sense. So when it comes to boundaries, it starts with yourself before it goes into the relationship. And once you have set your boundaries, make sure that you don't move them so that people know that your boundaries are set. The moment that you start becoming flexible with your boundaries, you cannot become upset when people no longer respect your boundaries, because when I need you are fluid.
Well, I kind of have a different view from that one, actually. You know, like because now I feel like, okay, we chose Horoki, like what's that? Leroy is gonna choose Naomi. Naomi's gonna choose Leroy. So now we can okay, like we can like bend like a few rules, né? So that we can accommodate each other.
Do you know what bending is, Leroy?
Okay.
It's flexibility. The moment
Yeah,
that
but
you bend, you're flexible. So it
well,
means that I can negotiate anything to bend these boundaries. Whereas when something is set, I jig. If I know that Leroy doesn't like a woman that drinks, I can't say, oh, because it's Christmas now, suddenly I'm going to be drinking when I went into the relationship saying that I don't drink. The reason why Leroy went into a relationship with me is because I don't drink, not
okay.
because I'm flexible. And then suddenly I am drinking and expecting Leroy to bend, knowing very well the kind of relationship that I went in.
Well, yeah,
I
okay, okay,
Okay,
cool.
so another example that I would give, ne? Mina personally, I don't go clubbing, right?
Mm,
I don't go clubbing and I won't date a man that clubs. But let's say hypothetically speaking, I go to a club
mm,
and then I get hit on by you. It is up to me ukuthi ngiyakuvuma or ngiyakungaba at that time. The moment that ungishela, I need to think ukuthi Naomi awufuni indoda ejivayo. You wena self awujive. Does it make sense ukuthi ujole nomuntu rather uvume umuntu okushela eklabhini? Because
mm.
Leroy next week is gonna come back to me and say, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to the club." I can't be upset about that because ngimthole kuphi? Eklabhini.
Clapping, yeah. That's another thing actually, ne, like most gents actually do actually. They'll find a girl who go to Chisanyama, but then now they wanna expect you or another housewife now. Or you can't go out. Nigga, you
That
found me at a
makes no
club. What the
sense.
fuck?
Even with social media. Mina don't
Yeah.
date on social media because angifuni ukuthola indoda yami emaphenelini. Ngiyalazi ikhanda lami ukuthi lashisa.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I will
yeah, yeah.
never be comfortable in finding my man in a panel and talking to Tabile and being like, "How are you doing, beautiful?" I will burn this whole South Africa. So yeah, that's my
Wow.
submission.
Okay. Yeah, ne? Hey, and then Naomi, I wanna when I wanna when like you very like what's that like you challenging me when every day. But happen, me personally, me I'm a person that okay,
Uzwile, wait, before you say anything, uzwile ukuthi uqeda ukuthini? Me
yeah, me nalo.
personally.
Yes,
Base,
me
continue.
personally, I wanna okay, so let's say for the greater good, of the relationship, you can do certain things here and there, but then as long as they won't actually like what's that compromise what we have, in the future or maybe now. Hey, baby girl, born, be yourself, be 100% yourself. But let's actually communicate it first, Cause sharp, okay, like me personally, I don't like a person who is okay, who is not so clean, sharp. Let's say for example, you make food and then like you just leave the things there. And more Mare, like let's actually like speak about this. Yes, you are not used to this and that, but then now we are together now. So please, right after you make food, clean at least. Huh?
But you found my house
Sorry.
messy, Leroy. When you came over while we were dating, you found my slippers in the kitchen. You found my noodles that I had done the previous night. You found my cup of tea on the side of the bed. You saw these things, and then you still continued to choose me. And then after you expecting me to njani?
Let's speak
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
Leroy.
for be one. Clean na mole le so and then like
Yeah,
let's make this work.
ang phone. Ang
You?
genwas, ang phone.
Mina nginje, ne?
Boundary, respect it.
Okay. Okay, like Naomi, before me and you actually as like get carried away, let's give the other people a chance to speak before we can discuss this. Let's say, oh yeah, cool. Sis Maria, good morning. You seem new here and cause like it's the first time I see you here. So what
Ah,
can
it's
I do?
not. Hi, I asked you, is this your second account? So when I heard Leroy, we're actually friends on that
Oh,
account.
oh, no. Actually, like this is my work account. So
Oh,
here, yeah. So now, like the one you saw Saturday was my personal one.
yeah, we are friends there. I'm new here.
All right, I know, and like welcome, Sis Maria. We are
Hello,
Makoya.
hi.
Yes. So, and what are your boundaries, and then like how do you communicate them? How do you make things work?
Okay. Boundaries for me are non-negotiable. Just like Naomi said. For
Yeah.
example, now I have a boundary or like I don't wanna like even before we fall in love, while we're still flirting and whatnot, I will tell you, look, now I'm the type of person that when I talk to you, no, I've gotten rid of my exes, I've gotten rid of my hoes. There's no person that you're going to see that's a reminder of my past. And I expect that from you. If you're still friends with your ex, I'm not going to even say, hey, I'm going to give you time to, figure it out and whatnot. If you're going to be like, no, I have a very good relationship with my ex's cut, I'm not even going further. That's a
Wow.
boundary for me that I'm not even going to give you time to negotiate.
Mm.
That's why I was saying what like I agree with Naomi. Boundaries are not meant to be bent because the minute you negotiate them,
Mm-hmm.
then they can get disrespected. The next thing now, they get blurred and all of that type of stuff. As for like, so now, but then boundaries are not supposed to be confused with um I don't know the word to it, but there's this people that like to say things like, take me as who I am. That does not allow
Oh
growth.
yeah.
Like, for example, that topic, that chat that you had with Naomi about your partner not being clean and whatnot.
Mm.
Where's the growth in that? You're supposed to be you're supposed to grow as a person and
Mm.
allow yourself to grow. Hold on. So now, if you were to come to my place and you find that I'm a bit untidy, and you complain, that's criticism. Criticism is not like saying, my boundaries that now I want to be untied and take me as who I am. For you, it means that when you don't want to grow, then stay as filthy as you are. Then we will see, like that one kushisha.
Yeah, no, hey. Yeah, no. Right, like 100% actually, my sister. And I hope you know what's weird actually, yeah? You
Mm-hmm.
saying that like this is your first time here, nah?
Yeah, on this one, yes.
Like literally Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we
Mm-hmm.
were speaking about like those things actually. You spoke about being friends le your exes, eh? Le hore mina nginje, mina as in like you just have to take me as I am.
Mm.
We said exactly those things for you must be what's that teachable for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, sharp, you are like this, you like that, but then again, like learn to take care of yourself. Learn to do as in
Mm.
like more things, be a better person. You know?
Mm. Mm. You should learn from each relationship that you come from, like
Mm.
constructive criticism. And like Naomi says that, but it's not for you to determine what the person needs to grow on. There's some things that are general that you can see or their growth. Cleanliness is part of growth. It's part of organization and stuff like that. And it's a reflection of your mental health or your state of
Mm-hmm.
your train of thought. So like, I don't think if you tell somebody something that is like a positive even for them as an individual, it would hurt and you could say no. Like, what's the negative of that? You know what I mean? Like,
Ish.
what's the negative of telling somebody something that would better them as an individual, even outside of a relationship? Because I'm
Mm-mm.
just replying to Naomi saying, but it's not for you to determine what that person needs to do to grow on.
Okay.
But yet it's there, you can see it. Some things are not like it's skating along the lines of take me for who I am. This is who I am. That thing has no room for growth.
Yeah, no, ish.
But
Ish.
even the
Okay.
same, even if he's gonna say that, but this is my baby mama and ungen was. So that's also we are not willing to change, take it as it is. You know? So
No, no,
all
no.
I am saying is Guti, if you did go into it, definitely I agree, Uguti, yes, there is growth. Cleanliness is close to heavenliness. But all I'm saying is Guti, it doesn't make sense Uguti ungene uwazi.
Guys, I'm
Let
getting a
me
Umbone
call.
complain later.
I'm
okay,
getting a
baby.
call. I'll be back.
Okay.
Alright, alright, cool.
It doesn't make sense ukuthi ushele umuntu umbona ukuthi akagezi, akaxubhi, they are not brushing their hair, they're not changing their shirt. For the past week, umbona agcoke iskipa esi-1. And then
Yeah.
you decide to go into a relationship with that person who has shown you ukuthi nginje, and then expecting them to change to accommodate you. That's why I had said so. Ukuthi boundaries start with yourself before you go into a relationship. State ama boundaries wako. Know what your boundaries are before ungena in a relationship with someone else. So that ungangeni kuLeroy umbone uLeroy ukuthi he goes clubbing. And then the next thing you are expecting him to change so that you can be comfortable. That makes no sense.
Yeah, okay, cool. Sharp, 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 ne? But I feel like now, if
Leroy,
we
Nina,
are
leave me alone. Move on to Palace.
no, okay, sharp, ne? But then like let me just like spice it up and like the horror okay. Me, I feel like if we
And
are gonna decide
your
that
live paused, ne?
sorry,
Just I hope you're aware. Your live is paused.
my life is paused.
Yeah.
Why?
Angas. Continue. Sorry.
You can't see me.
Now we can.
Oh, okay, cool. So what I'm saying, ne, ko gore ne, if we are gonna choose each other, clearly there has to be that like okay, working kind of the level of like mutual respect actually like for each other. Okay, cool. We are gonna make this work, whether you are like this or like that. Like that's just sharp. It's work as in like for me, but I'm not going there to groove. But knowing that, what's that? Naomi doesn't like working groove and such and such and such. I can limit Toro Kiko. Me when I go to work, me I just go there. Then after playing, I'll be back because I respect you as my partner. Yes, you found me like this, but then now because me I love you like that, I'm gonna limit certain things that make me who I am. You know. So I feel like that's a you know what, like that's very tricky, Yana, but I get you actually. Sharp, fade, cool. Sis Palisa, good morning.
Good morning, fam.
How are you, Lal?
I'm good. How are you?
Sharp, sharp.
I think this one I should have just stayed in the comments and learned a thing or two.
Yeah.
I am horrible with this one. I am
Mm,
very horrible. I don't know how to. And I'm even sitting here trying to think, what are my boundaries? I don't know. I
mm.
don't think I have boundaries. I have deal breakers. I just
Okay.
have things I
Mm.
want. Yeah, maybe those. I don't know. But I feel horrible. Like, I don't even negotiate. If you're doing things that you would not appreciate me doing, I can't sit down and teach you. I don't know. I think maybe I'm a horrible person to date, but I
No,
just walk.
no.
Like I just
Mm.
walk. If for instance I come in and I found you having this friendship and very close sister brother relationship with your baby mama, I will not
Oh.
even try and say, no, you and your baby mama need to do. No, I won't do that. That's what works
Mm-hmm.
for you. That's healthy for you. And clearly that's not what I want. So I will not even try and show you, or no, this cannot work because it makes me uncomfortable. No, I don't know. I don't have time for that.
Mm.
I
But
don't negotiate when it comes to peace. And clearly, if you are going to be spending time with your baby mama and being all friendly, you must know it wouldn't sit right with the person you're dating. I don't know,
mm.
man. I just feel worried. I'm dating a matured person,
Mm-hmm.
and some things we shouldn't even be discussing. Like, for instance, cheating. If you cheat, like, what are we even going to discuss? Where do we even start?
Well, ish.
Like,
Mm.
I don't
Mm-mm-mm.
know. They just deal breakers for me, and I just walk away. It's not gonna work. I cannot teach you at age 40 not to cheat.
Well, come
Like,
on, come on.
I
Eh,
can't. I cannot.
mm. But
I
again, what's
cannot
supposed to say
teach
about?
you at age 40 to communicate and spend time with me. That you should know
Yes.
by now. That's what happens in a relationship. If I'm going to say no, but baby, at least call me in the morning and say good morning. Like, really,
Mm.
I don't even.
Ish. Ish. Ah, no, Rose Palace. Wait, man. Wait. So now the question was that, Kyori, you are within the
The
Mjolo now.
relationship.
Yeah, Sharp, you're within Sharp. Like then you you kind of notice like this and that, ne? Ne Sharp, ne Shwano Jela Ushaba ne Sharp. Like let's say 90% of like the relationship is perfect actually.
Mm,
Like literally in ne Sharp.
mm,
Marry. Like maybe your partner actually like loves like sex too much, yeah? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Or like maybe they are too friendly with people, you know? You don't like that. You kind of beg as hell did for as in like nakunyana
That's the thing.
but
That's
then
that's where
like
the
now
problem
it's here.
starts. That's where the problem starts.
Yeah.
Why
So
did I
how
beg as hell? How did I get
no
into that
no
relationship?
cover.
Mm.
90% of a relationship was like perfect actually. It's just that it's like those things where you like, hey man, like say man, no man. Mm-mm. How do you communicate with them? And then like
You know what? I believe
how do you set those things?
if at the beginning of a relationship I'm gonna tell you I don't like men who smile too much. I don't like men who do this. Let me say you smiling too much means you're friendly. You're friendly to people. I don't
Okay.
like men who are friendly. I don't like men who sing or something. If I'm gonna say that in the beginning of a relationship, I am going to limit me getting to know you. Because
Okay.
now you are going to try and act a certain way to accommodate me, and that's not who you are. That's not a nice position to put somebody in. Let somebody be themselves. Le wena
Okay.
go kgone go ithuta motho gore this guy is this kind of a person, and
Mm,
you decide on your own, is this something I can stand for, or I can nka e
mm.
kgotlhella na? And if it's not, don't, but are you really going to try and change a man a nang le meno a felletseng ka molalong?
Wow.
Ah, you are going to be stressed in red relationship. You'll always be trying to explain and trying to get somebody to understand. And this is who he has been for all his life. Where
Mm.
you come and because you think you've got a red pen and a correction notebook, nah. Let people be who
What's
they
always
are.
it?
I
Mm.
am accommodative. There's some things I will realize, okay, this is just the kind of human being, but it's not a deal breaker. It will not kill me. It will not make me sick. If it's that guy who will help an old lady cross the road, even if we are in a hurry, yes, it will inconvenience me, but it's not a deal breaker for me. Like,
Mm.
so I don't set out cast in stone like I don't know. I don't want to limit somebody because I believe I'm gonna find myself now in a 9 months old relationship or a year old relationship
Mm.
with somebody who's not happy. I believe it's because he'll be trying to accommodate what I say. These are my boundaries and this is what. No, let me get to know you and
But
also allow
imagine.
me and allow me to be free so that you get to know me. Starry, while we are deep inside, and then you now discover that I drink and because at the beginning of the relationship said I won't stand for a woman who drinks and smokes, and I do that. Now I'm gonna try and hide that and accommodate you, but at some
Yeah.
point we're gonna have a fight, and once we fight, I wanna step outside and have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like
And he wants some
I
acid.
can't, I
Acid. I'm loving
cannot.
fiesta.
So if he had allowed me to be me in the beginning and he noticed, this one has a bit of a drinking problem,
Mm.
like Bona, with all I could say, he would have walked and he would have been justified for it, and it would have saved us a lot of time and energy because dating is expensive and it's time consuming. Now we're doing
Mm.
this thing with fake pretenses or what. Just allow people to be, and certain things
Themselves.
are just no. If you're gonna be entertaining women, really, what are we even
Mm.
doing to negotiate? Nothing.
Okay.
I think for this one, that's okay. I should have just sat down and learned. Kahle, kahle, what are these boundaries? I don't know
Yeah,
if I'm
yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
for this.
No, man. Okay, fair, sharp. No,
Because I
okay,
want to
sharp.
know you. I want to know you. If
Mm.
I want to know. And if I'm gonna say, nah, I don't entertain people who, then you're gonna hide those things from me. But at the end, they're gonna come out. So I want to know from the
100%.
start. Then I can walk early with dignity. Come on, I don't know, guys.
Yeah, no, 100%. Marito
I I
Maranga.
just I just believe you cannot fix people.
Not really fixing, but then like, let's accommodate each other, no? But it's
Yeah, I can
okay.
accommodate things, but things that
Mm.
I cannot live with, then I will
Yes.
not try and fix you. I found you a happy person. I'm gonna make you miserable if I'm gonna set boundaries and I say, no, you can't do this. No, I don't like it when you do this.
Imagine
Now,
if I
ka ro phelela
Leroy
nna,
not
like your
smiling.
world revolves around me. That's not a comfortable place to put somebody in. I found you a happy person. Let me not try and bend you and break you and fix you, and then at the end realize this is not gonna work and leave you now scarred and feeling like, ish, maybe I should have done this better. Maybe I was not a good. No, you were okay the way you are. You were just not my person.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. No, as in like, but I feel like now Umile Palasafanda they are taking me. Huh? I don't like working and you don't like a guy who smiles a lot, and I smile a lot with everyone. No, you don't like a guy who clubs, and I'm a club DJ, and I'm like, wow, wow,
Like,
guys,
here's my
really, no.
thing. If I find you at Club DJ, it means this thing started somewhere. You have a passion for it. You love it. And imagine now I come and tell you I don't want somebody who's out at 12 p.m. And that's when the clubs are popping. See, now I'm going to make you miserable.
And I
Because
got
at
call
that,
same time.
eh,
Nah, call same time.
exactly, that's what I'm saying, Lee.
Okay.
Allow a person to be who they are and then realize I can't live with this. But he loves it and it makes him happy. Why should he have to accommodate me? Like, he's just not my guy. He will find his lady there when he's DJing who will dance along and hype him up, and they will have fun. And it will be nice in the morning. They'll have something to laugh about. That now in the morning you'll always be tiptoeing around me. Oh, she's angry, and it's not a
Nah.
comfortable place to put somebody. No.
Hey guys, you know what? Nah, let me make something very clear actually. Nah, about kind of like with you guys actually. Club DJs do not do not date girls that they find in clubs because we know them. We like you are not marriage material. You so anyway. Thank you very much. This is Palisa.
Thank you.
But hey, mina smile the whole time because that makes me happy, right?
Exactly, and you must keep doing it. If you're gonna meet a pilot who says you smile too much, dump her
Mm,
and let her go and find her Mr. Serious somewhere else. Dump her.
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. But again, you can go to Tasha's and then hey, you'll find your Mr. Computer there. Leave us alone. So please doch. Anyway, um, okay, guys, for the latecomers now, like this is the topic actually, right? How do you set boundaries more your relationship, your what was that? Your marriage and happy? Have you broken off the relationship because of a boundary or, or a was it limit actually, you know? How do you maneuver that? How do you set the rules? Okay, yes, you are like this, yes, you are like that, but yeah, when like we must stop here. How do you do that? But anyway, Bonkos, Sanborn,
Onyinkosi.
Bonginkosi. Oh man, sorry, bro. Hey, I'm British a little bit, eh?
Oh
Bonginkosi,
my
right?
gosh. Hi. How are you guys?
Good morning, Bonginkos. How are you? You
Um,
kind of seem new here, right?
no, I'm not new, but I just spend most of the time in the comment section.
Oh, okay, you're
Yeah.
welcome. Wow.
Thank you.
Mm,
Sorry, kinali flunyana, so yeah.
don't worry.
Um, yeah, so I mean, I've been listening and
Guys,
um I think I understand ukuthi abantu bakhuluma ngani la. But I think for me, my boundaries are pretty much simple. For me, it's just respect, open communication, and honesty. Because I feel like with these three, there is no way that um, someone can like break that boundary. Um, like, why would you not respect another person? Why would you not have open communication? I feel like these are easy boundaries because some of the boundaries that people set my relationship, I feel like they're just so unrealistic. I heard something about someone smiling too much, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if it's that person's nature really to smile a lot, right? So then what do you do? Do you change who you are just so that you maybe you make the other person happy? Like, what do you do? So I feel like Amayama boundaries are just too strict, and they sort of like they hold us, right? They hold us, and now we can't be free in relationships because of those boundaries. So I feel like the ones that I have, which is respect, open communication, and honesty, are just as simple as they can get. Do I have a problem with someone who has a baby from like outside the relationship? Absolutely not. Do I have a problem with them spending more time with the baby's other parent? That's questionable. But do I allow them to spend more time with the babies? Yes, I do. And do I understand that spending more time with the babies the other parties uh, 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 bring the parents of that baby into impilo yalo muntu lona? Yes, we can't ignore that. If I say I allow you to spend more time with your babies, then I have to understand that you're going to see the other party more often, right? So it's simple. Let's stop setting our boundaries that are very complicated, because then people cannot hold those boundaries. And please don't tell me ukuthi wena you won't understand ukuthi ubuntu nomntwana. No, no.
Well, you are 100% right there, Brian. Because like me, I believe that if I really love you like that, I will make a plan for a Joe Sheba. Like let us speak about this actually, because now it seems like you are going left, Mfanak. So let's help each other there. Then we're not mina nginje. I'm like, come on, fam. We are here to make this work, I get. So please, like, let's make this work. Beyond gore mina nginje wena unje, because now remember, this is a relationship.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like most people, I've seen with most married couples, right? When they start in relationships, a lot of people have these boundaries, but they tend to ban those boundaries as soon as they get into marriages. I don't know what comes with that marriage certificates, but it makes people do things that they never thought they would do, because then it comes, I think they realize that this is a union, right? You bring yours, I bring mine, we mend it together, we make it work, right? But also without compromising the other person, without making the other person feel lesser in the relationship, without making that other person lose themselves in that relationship, making them understand that they can still follow their goals, pursue their goals, achieve what they want to do personally, see their personal growth, right? So I feel like ama boundaries amaningi that we are setting when we get into relationships are for our personal growth, but sometimes they are detrimental to the other party. They might cause harm to the other party without realizing, actually. Because going back to that point of baby mamas or baby daddies, we say, I can't have a person who has a relationship with their baby mama, right? But also, I'm asking myself, how then do you expect that person to have a relationship with their children? Because
Exactly.
then having a relationship with their children means they will have a relationship with the baby mama. A healthy family is through communication between both parents and having that mutual respect and love for each other. You don't have to date, you don't have to see each other, but still, little kwana, and that cannot be stopped.
100%, you know what, ne? Baraki Mangan, me, I feel like really bonkos right there, guys. Horoshava, yes, we can communicate this, yes, we can make this work, but then again, you can still be yourself here and there, but then let's just be there for actually for like me and you. Let's make this work. Yes, you fight a lot here and there, but then as baby, no inonyana man, I wanna. Not gore I want to thata when ebile yone go tswa mo wena. No, come on now. Let's accommodate each other like that. But then hey man, Mr. Bonkozi, like thank you very much, fam. You are very much appreciated there, my G. You know what, nah? Please stay here, nah, because like there's a follow-up question, but then after about to both then we can have like that small laughs here and there. But hey man, thank you very much there. Please mute your mic there.
Thank you.
Sure. There's a lot of comments here about like a lot of things, but then hey, all right, now like let me skip them actually because
Tell what Ntege said, please.
sorry,
Please answer Ngwana Tege.
which
They
one is
asked
that?
you a very important question.
I can't see it, so please read it out for me.
He asked Uguti, since you're saying the ladies that are in the club are not wife material, what does that make you? Because you are also in the club.
Okay. Me, I went there for what, guys? I don't go there for groove. I just go there, play, have a beer, then go home. Me personally, mnalo. So now, seeing how like okay, like most of these club girls actually behave, you know, like more VIP, and then like seeing how like they're very malicious, you know, Sheba, like not bonky, no, bonky, but then most of them actually they are very sketchy. So now I'm like, oh, me, I wouldn't do that actually. No, Sheba, no, Sheba, I'm like, remember, like that's your choice. Like, what's that? Do you want me so sharp? Do you believe me when I tell you, Orjo? Like me, I just work there. I don't go there for the hookup. I just go there for money, then I come back home.
Can I interject my question?
Nah, my leaders, wait. Actually, wait, nah. Clarify so and then for there, like me and you, Lena, I mean, we can have this discussion, working right after Ndlovu guys' input, nah? Nah, cool. 947, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, my leader. How are you? Yeah, man, I came for you. Can't enjoy. What's up, man?
Get sharp, get sharp. I'm
Yeah,
just
we don't
tired.
know how sharp we are, eh?
I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Fatigued, fella.
All right, cool. Mm-hmm.
With me, I wanted to ask in regards of I haven't really experienced it before, but I want to decipher the difference between boundaries as well as deal breakers. I don't know the difference between the two. So, like, can someone
Okay.
explain the two for me? Because like with previous relationships that I've noticed, like I don't think I've set boundaries. I think I'll let something happen, continuously over and over again until until finding maybe like a valid excuse, something big enough for me to be like, you know what, nah, I am leaving, So I just want to decipher between the two so that I can maybe try set the boundaries, but in a way that makes sense, not just jumping into it not knowing.
Okay.
Yeah, so can someone like
Well,
explain that to me?
I feel like they are more or less the same thing, you know. But again, something. Like man, Naomi, don't two side close work. Can I like it's quite a lot of but then now, those are basically the same thing. Actually, okay, you can really accommodate this actually, but then now, to a certain degree, you know. Those
Okay.
are like um the boundaries, and then
Can I
the deal.
intervene, Leroy?
Okay, yes, please, right, like please help me there. Hey,
You
because
kill me. 947. I think a boundary is something that you set, but a deal breaker is the consequence, right? So the deal breaker comes after the boundary has not been respected. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Like,
yes.
can you please make an example for me? Because
Okay, so my boundary is that I don't my boyfriend cannot come home after 12 midnight, right? Because after 12 it is the next day. So that means kuzolela ngekhaya,
that's
right?
your boundary, not
That
your.
is my boundary.
And then
Uguti,
if the boundary is not respected, then what do you do afterwards?
I break up with you.
So if I come back home after 12 just for the first time, you break up with me.
Yes, because you are not respecting my boundaries.
So you're
You are
not willing
coming
to.
home. So you are coming home. Shukutu uyangvusa. You have no respect for the fact that you are in a relationship. And with that being said, you have now broken the boundary.
I'd
And now,
understand if you'd break up with me because maybe I went to groove and came back after 12. But if maybe it's more like
angeke mina
personal.
ngidlule nawe even to begin with if you go to groove.
No, 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 no. Hear me out.
Okay.
Just hear me. If you went to a party, nah, I'd understand the breakup if you went to a party and you came back after 12. But if it's more of like a personal issue, or maybe you had something to do, or you had to go do something and you came back after 12, so you're not going to basically listen to my excuse. You're just going to go straight to the decision that you've taken, that you want to break up with me, and that's that. Not hearing what the other person has to say.
94.7 or 947, sorry. Remember, this is not about the relationship that you and I have. I have boundaries, and then that is the deal breaker. I feel like I've answered you. Ne? Abo ukuthi conversation and whatnot, those are now broken down. But I think we have explained ukuthi what boundary and deal breaker are.
Okay. No, I just want to like understand the two, because like for me, I find it quite difficult. I'll give you an example. Me personally, I don't think I have boundaries that I've set before, but I'll give you an example as to what has happened before. Nah? Um, there happened that I was with somebody who would basically, I wouldn't say act out of emotion, but someone who would basically use what they're going through as a form of escaping problems. Technically, like manipulation.
Yes.
Technically, manipulation. So whenever we'd fight, it would always be a thing of she'd bring up something maybe I did that would make her feel insecure and blame that on me. So now the conversation is not how are we fixing this. The conversation is you did this before, hence why I acted this way. So I don't think I have a boundary in that sense. So it would lead to things like if she cheat, she'd always come up with an excuse of like, no, I always thought you were with other people, or you wouldn't answer my phone, so I would always think you out there, cheating or something like that. Technically just playing the reverse card, you know?
Yeah.
So for me to finally leave the relationship, it took a lot of that to basically like, it's like, when you're a person and you want to reach a certain limit, but it takes time. Maybe you're making excuses as in like, no, I understand what she's going through. Maybe it's her problems that are, making her reflect all these things, or just technically making excuses for her, thinking that maybe I'm not enough, or maybe I'm not doing something correctly. It took her basically falling pregnant with someone else for me to leave the relationship. So basically what I'm saying to you is that it's not the small things like the conversations or the boundaries and stuff. For me, I feel like it's the big issues, the unavoidable ones that make me say, okay, now it's done.
Okay, 947, can I please just answer you regarding that? Ne? We also spoke about people that are flexible. So, as much as you know that you don't want a person to cheat on you, but then you are still staying because your boundaries are not set. My first submission is that when it comes to boundaries in a relationship, they need to start with yourself before you go into a relationship so that they are set, but then they are not flexible. The moment that you make your boundaries flexible, it means Uguti, you don't have a stance. It means Uguti, I can keep on stepping on your toes. Let's say Uguti, you don't like being touched in a certain way. And you tell me that I don't like being touched in a certain way. I keep on touching you like that. Just to instigate, like I keep on touching you like that. I am already breaking that boundary.
And I'm
But if
allowing
your
you to break
boundaries,
that boundary,
yes,
nah?
you are allowing me to break that boundary.
I
And
see
now
where
you
the
are going to
problem
be
is.
upset when now saying ukshaya ke manje.
Hey, don't go further because I feel like you're gonna start explaining more of what happened.
Not
Yeah,
explain more,
actually.
but I'm just saying, Guti,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
no,
just
no, no,
trying
it's
to
okay,
give
it's
you
okay.
the
Yeah.
clarity as to Guti, when it comes to boundaries, when
Mm-hmm.
in your situation, you are just like, oh, I think it was Upalesa who had made the submission. Your boundaries are not set. But then when it comes to a relationship, it would be unfair for you to go into a relationship with someone if you haven't set the boundaries with yourself first.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Guys, 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 see why guys kimile banyana bafethu. Kona banyana ba botlhale mo botshelong. Bo Naomi, bo Palesa, sure. I'm like smart ladies, bro.
Okay, so in terms of deal breakers, then guys, like, so wait, dude, let me see. Let me see if I have a
Bro,
boundary. I have a boundary.
cover boy.
About it, 947, but can we move on to Unlogas in the meantime?
Yeah, so now, nah,
Okay, okay, okay.
put it in cover. So now, from like let's say half 11, that's all. We can give you like the chance to speak because I feel like you want to let out some things, nah?
Maybe.
Hmm?
Maybe I'll let out some things. It's fine. I'll.
All right, cool. So, but you know what, nah? We are gonna give you like one whole hour just to help him Penchaka, nah? So let's just finish here. Pelika, Ndlovu guys, le Brateke, le Lee. Then we can wrap it up and then boy, we are here for you Penchaka. Born relax. Okay, Ndlovu guys, good morning.
Hi, Leroy.
Okay, how are you, sis? One?
I am good, thanks. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
So, when it comes to boundaries, right? I believe that in any exchange that you have with human beings, there are rules of engagement. Whether we are in the workplace, whether we are friends, whether we are family, whether we are in a relationship, there has to be rules of engagement. So, boundaries are exactly that in a relationship. I think all of us assume that when you get into relationships with people, right, you get into relationships with people that are or that have similar values to yours, right? So, in that sense, I would not want you to do something that you wouldn't want me to do. If we share similar values, what is wrong to you is definitely going to be wrong to me, right? So, there's no way that you can tell me that it's subjective because we have values that align, right? So also when it comes to respect, I think for me, respect is my boundary. Like before you love me, respect me. Because I believe ukuthi if into uyihlonipha uyayinakekela, if into uyihlonipha uyayicabangela, if into uyihlonipha uyayihawukela. Like there are a lot of things that you would not do when you respect someone or when you respect something, right? So for me, my boundary is respect. So if you
Mutual,
disrespect me, we are done.
100%. And you know what, ne? But man, guys, you just put it so beautifully, so nicely, so brief, even born. Mutual respect, number one, Bill. Okay. Yes, you're like this. Yes, you're like that. But Lana, okay. You born, you can be 100% yourself, but if you wouldn't like it, do not do it to me. You see? Ne? Ndlovu guys, utlo bo wehle wena abantu. Wow. Confirmele Bill.
Sorry, I'm busy. Yeah, you were saying, Askis?
No, I was saying that like mutual respect was that like beyond he had the boundaries, he had like little deal breakers for Shaba. If you wouldn't like it, do not do it to me.
Definitely, yes. I think if we go into relationships with that principle, there wouldn't even be a need for us to set boundaries because I
Yeah.
wouldn't have to explain to you what cheating means. How are we having a conversation about what cheating means?
Haggis give me the divergence. That's true. One. Thank you very much, Ndlovu guys, right there. You just wrapped it up beautifully right there, guys. And yeah, man. Brateke, Fere, the breakers need to turn off. I can't compromise for.
All is well. I hope everyone is okay. I
And
just want
we good.
yeah. Now I was still asking a question, Hore. ska ore you won't date or you don't think girls that go to clubs are necessarily wife materials, ne? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposing the question to you. Maybe bakhona abanye abo DJ futhi abakhona la. But do you think when a woman sees you, as we know the stereotypes about DJ, with abo DJ this and that, abo DJ badla abantwana nani nani. Do you think ukuthi nawe ukhona umuntu okubhekile but athini athi hayi no azini indaba ka ukuthi abe DJ it's a deal breaker because yes we understand that we are working there but stereotype of abo DJ ukuthi abo DJ banjeni abo DJ banje like how do you do you perceive or do you see yourself or ucabanga ukuthi abanye abantwana nabo which is women kumele bakubheke na njenge husband material na you understand.
Well, okay, sharp, ne? Let me fix like okay, like one thing there, like because I said most, nah, not bonk, right? Most because there are some good ladies actually like that I've met vele, and then like we are cool, pleasantly, but mostly of them based on like like what's that based off what I've seen actually. So most of them they're very sketchy for me, right? Sharp, there's a stereotype, yeah, hey, DJs Bayram, but then me, I know myself, or like me, I don't do those things. So what you think of me, I feel more more. Me, I know myself. Yes, because there's a lot of women actually who've said, hey, I know DJ, cut. Hey, Lona lirang. I'm like, okay, fine. Then there are those where we meet there, we speak, and they were like, no, actually, you smart, you know. You are the good one. I'm like, yeah, I feel it's fine, cool. But then again, I really don't have time to be explaining as in like myself, one of the things that is like that I know that they are real to me.
We are
So
not talking about you per se. Like we are just talking about the generalization, stereotypes ahlale ayenzeka ukuthi no women who go to clubs are like this, you understand? Or even DJs who are about DJ they are like this, you understand? Because when as you're explaining yourself, yes, you might be a good person, but stereotype
yeah,
sithi about DJ nje banje, you understand? So
okay.
like bengisazama mhlambe ucorrecta wena in a way yokuthi we can't say maybe most these girls. Yes, we do know girls by yenza into
Hey.
same
Oh.
nama DJ, you understand with bakhona nabo DJ who are just not even husband materials, but we can not generalize it and now say ukuthi no DJs are like this or women who always go in clubs are like this. You understand?
Oh, okay. I know, like my apologies there actually because I really thought what I made it clear or like most, not all. But anyway, like yeah. My apologies for the stereotype but again, so like the statement itself.
Yeah, by man.
Mm. Oh, okay. So you done?
I'm done.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Cicely,
Hello, Abuti Leroy. How are
how are
you?
you?
My friend. Hello, stranger. Hello, wena motho wa ka ke re. Re tlo shapa ntho tsa rona call sighting. Guys, I think Naomi and Indlovukazi summarized this thing perfectly
Very good.
because you cannot be in a relationship, guys, and expect to it over freeway one way N1 or R21. It needs to be the stops. You need to communicate, guys. I've realized that with us, we don't communicate. We just say, okay, we'll go along with the flow. It's fine. If I have communicated with you that I don't like you coming to my house without you informing me prior, and then you just pop up, I will lock the door. I will not even open for you. Guys, communication, that's how, if you communicate, that's how you're going to set your boundaries. Without communication, how are you going to set your boundaries? So I think if we communicate and start normalizing communication in relationships, then we will understand the reason behind the boundaries. Because without communicating, how are you going to know? You know, I heard what 947 said and all those things, but I think he was actually running away from the truth, not in a bad way, Abuti, in a good way. If you want your relationship to last or your person to understand you better, communicate. As Naomi has said, that we have a rule that by 12 o'clock you must be at home. If you know, Uguti, by that 12 o'clock you're not going to be at home, what's stopping you from picking up a call and saying, oh, Lee, I'm stuck somewhere. I don't think I'll be there at 12 o'clock. I will go to my place instead of coming to your place, because at 12 o'clock you cannot expect me to wake up. So guys, I think if we communication, I'm telling you, it will save a lot of marriages, a lot of relationships, because that's where you're gonna set your boundaries. That's where you're gonna know what is it for me, and then what is it that it's not for me.
Which also goes down to what Ndlovu guys said, actually, as in like
Yes.
mutual respect, Joe. You know?
Thank God.
Nje gore, yes, you groove, you smoke, but then now you cannot smoke barking can like motlu.
Inside the
You know?
house.
You go smoke there, it's fine, but then like not here. Cool. You like to drink? Yeah, I feel it. But then again, let's not like get it there, right?
Instead, yeah,
12
let's not get it
o'clock will be
twisted,
like,
guys. Rules are rules. Yes, I know that we grow, we evolve, we change things and all those things. But if you think this is no longer serving you, the rules that we made in the beginning, they are no longer serving you. Communicate and say, Lee, I know you said 12 o'clock for you, but I don't think 12 o'clock will work for me. Then we go our separate ways, guys. Because I don't think I will say, no, I need now to lower my boundaries because you are saying this. No, rules are rules, guys. Yes, we grow up, we see things out there differently. But if I'm saying to you, you don't smoke in my house, you will not smoke in my house. You don't drink in my house, you don't. If you don't want that, qhubekela phambili bhuti, bateng ko ntle. The grass is greener some outside. Ko bathong ba bang. It's greener, not it's not always greener, but ko ba bathong ba bang it will be greener. But guys, communication, it's the way to go. Communicate, self-respect, because if you don't respect yourself as well, how are you going to respect the other person? How are you going to respect the other person's values if you don't respect your own?
yeah, nah. Yeah, and the ladies are here with fire today. But hey, guys, the grass is not what's that, greener, country, but there are greener patches here and there. Just understand that part also.
And let's also remember, God said the grass is greener because it is watered. The reason why yours is dying is because you failed to.
Danko, I love you, Naomi.
Because mina nginje, akunandaba ukuthi uthini, mina nginje.
Water your grass. Water your grass and stop looking at other people's lawns. And then next thing you're going to say, oh, the grass is greener on the other side. Have you been watering your grass?
Like, that's another thing. Hey, actually, guys, never mind. No, I like, there's something that I've noticed, ne? Like, not only ladies, actually, né? Most people would have these, what's that, these fantasy relationships, as in like, no, we are supposed to be like this, like this, like this, because Maria's relationship is so perfect. So now we should be like this. I'm like, hey, you are not Maria. You are Lee. So, like, that's how she what, like, that's how she waters her garden. You don't know how to break some in your offing. But when you want that perfect relationship when in your head like that. So like, let's just be realistic, guys, man. Yeah. Or you work you really want like a what's that, a perfect relationship, but then again, like Naomi said, you must be willing to water your garden. There's going to be winter where there will be no harvesting. There's so much mates, then like nothing happens. but then you must still water that thing. So what is watering here now? You must be able to have what's that clear communication with your partner, understand your partner, respect your partner, be willing to make this work, and as much as they are willing to actually make this work. There's a video that I saw actually yesterday, Damu TikTok, or Joe. This Mjolo thing, or maybe like barking, like the measures, okay, relationship things actually. Has it 50-50 there and say, okay, Sheba, you bring yours, me, I bring mine. We hold, okay, we actually help each other, right? Sometimes you can have 50, me, I have 0. So nje, we just have to make it work with actually like barking kind of that. Sometimes sometimes that. But then now, are you still willing to be here with me? Let's stop this thing of when you saw love lives here, so learn about love lives here, but then like you really don't want to understand that. Happy, let's learn to respect what's the boundaries actually for sharp like what's that like me, I'm a DJ, but then like baby her right. So when I get gigs, they should book me for until like before about 10 or until like by 11 I should be home. You know? You just make it work because again, that's your job. Cool. Let's say you have what's that the male bestie, but then now your partner has up on your okay, Sheva. You can actually like minimize your now call your what's that like male bestie because you respect your partner. Not because you worship them or when hey you want to change me. No. Because you respect your partner enough to say I mean, as in like before you come here, please call Pele, then like let's make a plan. Because baby I write it there and say,
It all starts with communication from the start.
100% Bob Matiba. Yeah, you can continue there actually because we are left with 15 minutes and then we what's that? We are really gonna give Master 947 his time because he wants to talk. But yeah. Bob Matiba,
Sharp Fede?
Shapuzera Braga, you seem new here. Welcome, man.
Nah, I'm new. I'm new. Thanks for the warm welcome. But I just wanted to add on what Naim was saying. The problem is most people are so focused on what is happening next door, forgetting to water their own gardens. We get so worried that that garden next door, it's so beautiful, it's nice, and like that's when you lose focus of your own. And when you notice that your garden now is not that green, it's too late because you could have invested time and resources to make sure that yours looks greener or it's green as the one next door. So I think that's where most of the time we get it wrong. We don't focus at our own plate. We're looking at someone's plate. You order your plate. Now you're looking at your steak and you want that lamp next door. So that's where we get it wrong most of the time.
And let's learn to understand what we have beyond Hokala. But then yeah, man, Master Batiwi, like thank you very much there, my leader. So yeah, man,
Thank you.
I think we can actually just what's that? We can actually like just wrap it up here. Yeah.
Can I answer one last to add on what Matibe said?
Okay. Cool.
Another thing, ne, is that we're focusing on watering our grasses, ne, sharp, but we should also be aware that there's no such thing as perfection. right? Because sometimes you can have an actual healthy relationship and it's 70% makes you happy. But people don't realize that sometimes your grass can have patches here, but if overall it's green and it's beautiful in this section, but there's this one few section here where in already patching and it doesn't want to grow. Take it as that, because nobody's perfect. My cousin always says that you should be happy 70% of the time, and 30% is things that you can tolerate, and you can just take them as no mutaka also. Like as long as you can tolerate, just let it be. You can't now be fighting over the fact that Mutao has a weakness of not taking out the trash that very specific time that you want. Take it as no. Does he make me happy? Does okay, fine. It is what it is. I will maneuver. So yeah, the grass is greener where you water it, but sometimes even when you water it to perfection, it can still have patches. And those patches doesn't make it unhealthy and whatnot. It is what it is. What happened?
Sorry. Hello guys, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. No, actually, I can change my networks because hey, wait again, nah? Wait, 947. Yeah, like what's that? My rain network actually is like these days is just really, really bad. So
Rain. It's existent too.
wow, really, really, guys, you wanna bully me like that now? Serious? Mohat,
Hey,
fine, fine, guys, fine. But anyway, yes, rain still exists in my world. Well, not for long actually, because you know,
Exactly.
yeah, no, I'm learning rain, guys. I don't want it anymore. Uh, yeah, ish. But anyway, so now that's my deal breaker actually with me and rain. Actually, you know, I've been like begazelling for like since come December, you know, begazelling get baby lava sharp, baby lava sharp, baby lava sharp. Buga na man, 6 months late. Hmm.
Hi, we are begazela. You're in an abusive relationship.
Oh, and wait again,
hey,
wait again, no, but it's fine. So now. But again, I'm gonna see from July, guys. Please, you know, what, like send me the suggestion. That's how to get deals actually city Wi-Fi because I can't. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for actually helping me with this topic actually because my co-hosts are by these days. You know, like they're very busy. So thank you very much for you guys for actually helping me here. But hey, anyway, let's say you really love your partner, they also value you like that. Make it work. Nobody is perfect here, guys. Nah? Let's just make it work. But anyway, we're gonna wrap that up quickly. So now we are gonna hand it over to a very good friend of mine, Mr. 947, right here. Um, so remember what I told you guys now, how like this is a very safe space, guys. Now, so now one of the reasons why actually like this actually started was to actually help real people because I used to listen to that show actually like a lot, you know, that Metro FM show. So now I kind of noticed that no man, let's actually have these kind of conversation live, and then maybe we can help people who are too shy to actually call the radio, you know, and then people who can actually feel comfortable here, you know. So today I'm gonna give my very good friend here, Mr. 947, or Parkin Bragane, Buon Sepilo, see how we can help you. Happy, let's remember that there will be no bashing here. We are gonna respect him, Pila. You talk shit with him, you're out. I still love you guys. So 947, man.
Why are you scaring the people?
What? Nah, nigga.
Why are you
You
scaring the people?
Papai.
You know what's the worst part about it? Nasina Anonza. So
yeah,
I'm
but
not Anonza. So y'all know me. I'm not, dude. It's fine. Obviously, like y'all said, good criticism is any criticism. So
okay.
if some people can only criticize, in forms of bashing, then that's how it is, bruh. That's how we'll learn. So it's nothing
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
But
Okay.
just
Cool.
don't bash me too much, guys. I'm still a baby, yo. Just don't go too hard on me.
We'll
I'm
take
still
it
a
easy. Don't worry. We'll
like
take it easy.
man.
Can I,
Yeah, we'll take it easy.
no, can I
Okay.
ask now?
Mm-hmm.
947, when you say you're just a baby, can you please elaborate on your age?
Ah,
Yo.
I mean, I have an
I
age
know you.
problem.
Okay. It's like I'm way younger than a lot of you here.
Wait.
Yabon na Leroy, yabon.
No. Wait. No. Wait. Yes,
And
sir.
I was about to say my age, but
But
okay, I'm not gonna be embarrassed, dude. Like I'm turning 22 this year.
Zumono sharpo.
I'm
Hawu,
still a
kehlele
baby
ngaka.
Zumo sharpo. Zwakala ro tlotla.
compared to a lot of people here. Hey, you guys, you guys are a bit more matured, than me. So obviously, anything under 25 is a baby. Thank you, thank you,
Sis
thank
Maria? Sis Maria?
thank
Leroy, do you want to tell us something, sir?
Anyway, so 947, but you know what, ne? This is my house. You are 100% gonna be free here, my brother. You say for as long as like you're not 16. I know it's fine.
you.
It's
Nah,
fine.
guys, I'm not 16.
Mm.
I'm turning 22. But yeah,
All right. So what do you need help with, my nigga?
uh, yo, yeah, a lot,
Yeah, eh?
a lot. As baskila la, amantombazane ski.
Hey, Dana. But I think
Where was I? Was I still telling you about that? I was still elaborating on that situation, whereas I didn't have any boundaries, right?
yes.
Yeah, yes. So Naomi stumbled upon something that I haven't spoken about before ever. So I'll be free to talk about it. When Naomi mentioned that, when you are touched a certain way and then you don't elaborate the fact that this is kind of, it's not your style, or it's not, something you're used to, and then progresses because you leave it to continue and to grow. Had I stopped that early, it wouldn't have led to what it led to, because there were points where it would start as play fighting, and then obviously as play fighting, sometimes it would also creep up in arguments. Like maybe in arguments we'd have arguments, and then how suddenly, man, you start being a bit more physical, and then I'm just like, maybe they didn't think, or it's just reaction. The more something continues is the more I notice that, nah, man, this is not a reaction or a reflex anymore. This is starting to become, physical. It's starting to become something. Yeah, it's becoming a habit now, And then I remember there was this one time, I think I was out with friends and I didn't answer my phone. We were out with friends, so there's a circle of us, ne, and we quite known towards each other, and we have our numbers. Some of them have, some of them know each other through socials. So it got to a point where I think she saw where I was and who I was with. So the gents machita nabambi. I was just around. Nje. So it seemed as if everybody is hooked up, and that wasn't the case. So I didn't have data. My phone was like, there was just a lot going on, ne? And then I was like, you know what, ne? I'll call this person tomorrow. I'll tell her what was up. When I got home, ne, I managed to charge my phone. I managed to connect to the Wi-Fi. Saw the missed calls, the messages. Some messages would be like not messages. Some would be threats. Like, don't come here. Like these weird things. Like as a person, these weird things that you're just not so used to before. Like, this is not the person, I went into a relationship with. Like, who is this person now? So it would turn out to be things like that, from like from the accusations now, after like reading the first few messages of the accusations, you know, like you're doing this, you're out here with girls, you cheating on me, this, it'll turn into threats, like things like, no, don't come here, you know, I don't want to hurt you, what, nah. And then I'd be like, hey,
Those
maybe
are
this
threats,
person's
man.
just, those are threats. So I was like, dude, this person's just, you know, just playing around. I went to her the following day, you know. This person acted like nothing happened the day before. We went to go buy food, we got in the car. You know what she did, man? She let me be comfortable first before she did what she did. So it was a thing of she let me let my guard down so that like I don't suspect what's going to happen next. So we went to go buy food, uh, you know, went to go shop a bit, you know, got food, went back to her place, and then we chilled, you know, we chilled in the car. So whilst chilling in the car, and then she had like one of her legs on top of both my legs, and then she curled one of her legs like in a half motion. And then whilst that was happening there, I was just chilling on the driver's seat there, just relaxed, not even having like a care in the world. How? Eh, dude, I just like kilo I wanna motho ne I'll shaka mpama. Like, and then like you just can't see anything. Like it's just black for a few seconds. My guy, I think
Yeah.
that's where the thingy, the the physical altercation started, you know. And me, in terms of that happening, I was just like, I'm still in disbelief, you know. I'm still getting hit at the same time. I'm still getting beaten at the same time. But I'm not used to this. I've never had this happen before. Like the way it's happening. I've been hit before by girls, yes, but not like this, you know. So now it's not a thing of like, okay, no, she hit me. It's a thing she's hitting me.
It's
And then
hitting.
I'm just like I can't even defend myself, you know, because I'm still thinking, like I'm still trying to process what's going on, you know. That goes by, you know. I went back home with like a bit, like few bruises, some scars on the face too, you know. And then yeah, a week later we went back. um the manipulation again, you know. No, if like you didn't do this, we wouldn't have had, you know, like a fight like this, or this wouldn't have happened, or this wouldn't have happened. And I'm just thinking to myself like, nah, maybe, you know, maybe it's just one of those things where I she didn't think, you know. One thing about me back then, me, okay, I'll tell you, me and this person dated from 2019, and then we broke up 2021,
Okay, I'm
towards
sorry to
the start of
interrupt.
2022, towards.
I'm sorry
Mhm.
to interrupt you. In the comments, they busy asking how old was she?
Nah, dude,
How old was
she's the
she? Yeah.
same age as me.
Okay. Thank you.
She's the same
More or
age
less.
as me. No, she wasn't older. Now I would have arrested her. You
Exactly.
exactly. So
Mm.
um, me and this person broke up towards the start of 2022. You know, end of 2021. And you know what broke us up was that pregnancy, because obviously like I was also now looking for a way to escape this relationship, you know, because it's too toxic, it's emotionally abusive, it's physically abusive, it's just a lot of things in one, you know, like it's too much now. So the pregnancy was basically the biggest escape plan for me. Like when it happened, it was my chance to be like, I'm out, like finally, you know. And finally, because I knew that that child that she conceived was not mine. Even when she told me about it, I knew that it's not mine, you know, because I hadn't seen this person for like towards 2 months, 2 to 3 months, you know. And then but we'd speak, you know, and then I hadn't seen this person for like 2 to 3 months. And then when I came back, you know, when I came back this side, She's like, hey, dude, there's something I have to tell you. I'm pregnant. I knew immediately that it's not mine. Finally, a chance to escape, you know. So, even with the physical abuse, dude, like, there'd be points where we'd be chilling at a friend's house or go chill, and then someone would say something, and then I'd comment, and then everybody would laugh. Towards the thing of like, arre machi, arre wena, you had something to say about yo, hi, people in relationships, they suffer the most, and then I answer you just, jokingly, and I'm like, yo, you don't even know the half. Ntho e jwalo, just
Oh
a
yeah.
easy joke. Hey dude, the party would end. My guy, the party would end. The
Wait.
party would, trust me, the party would end. I'd leave.
947.
Hmm?
Sorry, Leroy, can I ask a couple of questions?
That's up to him actually.
Yeah, you can ask, definitely, guys.
Okay. Firstly, you said that you dated from when until when?
From 2019,
Until?
2021, like the end of 2021. So I think it's what, do
2
we
years.
count it? We broke up like December, so it's technically 3 years.
3 years. Okay. So bendlala umashayana the entire time.
Bega dlala umashayana. Basically, I was just tolerating a lot, hey. I was
So it's,
basically tolerating a lot in the shield of I love this person. Do you understand?
and then the only time that you were able to actually break up with her was when she announced Uguti she's pregnant with the little
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ngizayeka lapha. Okay.
Okay.
Who asked about a DNA? Yeah, guys, I did do a DNA test. I did do a DNA test. It came out negative. So, yeah.
So wait,
Ah.
mm-hmm. What made you stay for so long? When
Like
you were getting like beaten up like this, but then
when this happened, the first year of the relationship, 2019, when we first met, when I was doing grade 11, it was nice. There no signs that this person is this, like this whole different person in a relationship. Like no signs at all. Before we even went into the relationship, we were like best friends. When we met, we clicked. So as the beginning phase of a relationship, everything is smooth, everything is nice. Like maybe I didn't see it or something like that, but there were no red flags that I had noticed that were like, okay, no, if this transcends more, it's going to become a problem.
Can I interrupt you 94/7?
Sure. Yeah.
And just to add, Makoya, I think what I picked up, you had hope Uguti she'll change.
A
You
lot.
wanted to have this thing, Uguti, no, this only happened because maybe your actions provoked her, but it was not the case.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how I see it. That's
To
why
be
he
honest,
stayed long in the relationship.
to be honest with you, there were points where she'd basically, beg me to stay. Whereas like it's a thing of I'd also be like, I can't do this right now, let's put it on pause or something like that. And she'd, change suddenly, like she'd, do a bit better, call, be more communicate, like be more vocal, do these all like just start doing what I asked her for, only for that certain amount of time just to fool me. And then she'd go back to, being what she was.
okay.
So it would be things like that. I think that's what made me stay even longer, because when I'd address the fact that no, you're acting a certain way and you're doing all these things and these things, and then she'd be like, no, I'm sorry, I'll do better, this for 2, 3 days, we fine, resharp, everything is cozy, and then it's back to hell again. So and then she sent me a thingy. I had built up the courage after 2 years to go basically confront her, Uzi, why did you treat me a certain way? and she actually gave me the reason. Let me see if I can.
Pinchak.
Trust me, you wanna hear this? Yo.
Okay.
Ash- now I have to go.
Okay, you know what, ne? So while we wait actually for him, ne? So let's start from the beginning actually, as in like Retla ya na pila. So now, hore, what do you think? I'm a, okay, shit. Sorry about that. What do you think of like this whole thing and how? Yeah, like what do you think of this whole thing actually? Cause hey man, like you see what I see here, guys. You see sometimes being what's that? Was like too nicely too hopeful, you know? The ex.
Ngokuthanda, Leroy, yazi ukuthi it's very important.
Can I answer a few questions
Okay,
quickly?
sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Naomi, in terms of boundaries, yes, you're very honest there. I don't think I had any boundaries because, the more something would happen, the more I'd have hope, the more I'd just be like, let me give this person a chance, she'll change. So in terms of boundaries, I didn't have any. So yeah, I think that's also where the problem was. Yeah, red flags. We were just too hopeful.
Mm-mm. You're just too
Yeah.
hopeful. Gigi.
Ngicela uphendula someone while u-947 read my comments, ne? Nangu smiley face la. So smiley face ati tell us the reason for the beats. That's his first question. And then the second question is I gotta hear the reason, right? So this is something that I was talking about yesterday, and now I'm gonna mention it here as well. This is a woman that was abusing 947. Ukuthi why u-947 uyenzeni, kwayenzakalani, it does not matter. An abusive person is abusive, irrespective of ukuthi kwenzakaleni. Mina angishayani, right? Angeke ubone mina nendoda shayana, but I know how to defend myself, right? I am not abusive. So if I was abusive, mina, the moment that indoda speaks funny towards me, ngiyenzani? Ngishaya impama, because it's in my nature. When it comes to abuse, can we please stop asking the victims as to ukuthi kwenzakaleni? Even when it comes to rape, can you please stop asking ukuthi bogcogeni? If umuntu is the rapist, he is the problem, not the victim. If umuntu abusive, it's within themselves. Into ekubo, irrespective of ukuthi kwenzakalani. So even in this situation, I don't want to know ukuthi kwenzakalani in relationship yaka 947 during that situation. Ugel bekanesandla. Ugel waphakamisa isandla ku-947. She is naturally abusive, irrespective of what the situation was. I'm sure even if she was in a relationship with Leroy was going to be smiling too much.
Can never be me.
So
Anyway.
I am just saying, ukuthi being abusive or
Can
being
never
a
be.
rapist, it is something that is within that person, irrespective of who they are in a relationship with. 947, you can continue.
Hey man.
Answer, Leroy.
Nah, guys, you know what? But again, job. But again, get covered now. Okay, me, I don't condone the violence, but I kind of feel like both sides of the story, they are like needed for what's that clarity. Nah, sharp.
No, you'll hear her side of the story. I'm gonna tell you now because she had sent me reasons as to why she did that.
Okay, yeah, because now, hey, I give at the rendeng carry. We are
Yeah, no,
We
no,
are
no, no, no,
one-sided.
no, no. Yeah, yeah.
okay, yeah, sharp. Nah, like you can continue, bro.
I disagree. Just a question of mutual respect. Okay.
Why muthu wa tshega thata guys, mampela?
No, I think it's a small boy. Like every like It's
Munching. He's not
it's
creating a safe
annoying
space. He's
when
going
Yeah,
to
we're
man.
laugh at
discussing
like
He's
something
just
things.
serious
crazy.
and then ish,
It's a troll. Munching.
Yeah, man. Because man, no. Oh, they're very disturbing me now, actually.
mute.
I want to lose him. Hey, Siam.
Thank you.
Shosho boy.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah. Plus,
Mm.
okay. Okay. Let me before I give you her reason, nah, I'm gonna tell you something that happened before we started dating. Nah.
Okay.
So before we started dating, nah, she had an ex called Tyrese.
Let's not
So
name drop name pinchak
oh okay,
like
okay, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah, yeah.
She had an
Let's just give
ex.
them as in random names, but they're like
Okay.
not like the exact.
So she had an ex, nah?
Mm.
And you'll see a pattern now.
Mm.
With her and her ex, nah, I think they dated for 4 to 5 years from
Yeah.
grade 8, I think. So with her relationship with her ex, it's similar to what she was doing with me. So her ex would be abusive, emotionally and physically. Um,
To her.
he was very manipulative. He was like he was a technically he was a player, like he was cheating like nonstop. And for Miguel, when we were friends discussing this before the relationship, when we were talking about our traumas and everything we've been through before,
Mm.
she used to tell me everything that was going on. I'd captured, there was a day where as I went to go see her, ne, go skolong, I asked my brother to borrow me his car,
Mm.
and I had went to go pick her up. When I got there, she had lied about where she was, because she's like, no, um, I'm still busy with a friend inside. And I was outside the school, and then I can see a friend. So, ke ba botsa dithumo tsa gagwe. Okay, motsoso ba re, no, we left her at the field with the so-called ex. Yabo. Ke botse hore, how? Why didn't she just, let me know that she's with this person? Yeah. So I
Oh.
went there. I'm like, okay, no, let me go check if she's fine. So from a distance, I can see, like, it's getting, it's like it's tense over there. There's a lot of hand movement. There's a lot of, back and forward and whatnot. And that day was the first time I witnessed that the ex was actually abusive. That's when I noticed he
Towards
he
her,
had
right?
hit her. Yeah, he had hit her. He had hit her. And I didn't say anything because I'm like, let me not get involved. Maybe she's gonna think now like I'm stalking her, or I'm doing things behind her back or something like that. And since that day, I wouldn't say anything. When she's like, no, I'm here, or I'm here, and I'd just be like, what, it's fine, dude. Do you. And I came about to her, how are things with your ex? She's like, no, I'm leaving him for good. It's done. I don't want him. I don't want to see him anymore, and stuff like that, and stuff like that. Kidding. Okay, sharp. And then before, like, this is, I think, weeks before we actually started being official. Nah, she had asked me to drop her off at a certain house. She's like, no, I'm going to see a friend. Yabo. And I'm like, okay, I sharp. Ne. Ke va na le machita. Ke re, ai, ke lo lata medi yaka. Yabo. Mpintja ka e one in cup.
Mm.
Are, where did you leave? I'm like, nah, I left her at a house at this type of street. He's like, and then he actually describes the house that before I even tell him, he's like, no, dog, this person lives there. I'm like, who? And then he says the name. I'm like, yeah. So you technically basically letting me drop you off at your ex's house before we, get serious. So that I only noticed, like, when we broke up, that was a red flag that I
Okay.
should have looked out for. Yeah, that was a red flag I should have looked out for. Like, she wasn't done the way she said she was done. Do you get me?
Yet do you still
I didn't know. At the time, I didn't know. At the time, like, I didn't know that, like,
okay.
it's the ex's house, and they're still talking and all of that and all of that. I noticed towards the end of the relationship that this person is still keeping, communication with her ex, because she'd go to Groove and then she'd ask me to pick her up. And meantime, I didn't know she's out, And I'd ask her, okay, Sharp, where are you? She's like, ke ko Pitori. I'm like, yo, I'm at Soweto, you had Pitori. When am I going to get there? She's like, you know what? She's like, no, you know what? It's fine. If you don't want to pick me up, I'll ask this person to pick me up. And she mentions it. Like, she mentions the name. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you don't have.
Mchitole hab. And I'm like to myself, what the
Okay.
hell? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, it's fine, Joella. He's on his way. Hey, man. Ke botse hore, hai, okay, sharp, okay, sharp. Yeah, you'll tell me when you say if I would. So me in my head, I'm just thinking like, maybe she's joking, it's whatever. And she's like, I think around, because I remember this day, it was very late, like towards 1, 2. And then she requested again for me to come pick her up. And then I came. As drunk as she was, she was speaking a lot of things. Hey, no, let me tell this person I'm safe. At home, they don't know I'm here. Just talking a lot of stuff and just because I've noticed something. Is it true when they say that a drunk person will always speak the truth?
Yes,
I guess that was the truth, yeah.
100%.
Leroy.
I
Come
guess
on.
that was the truth.
Come on. No? But him and Job is Job is.
Nah,
But you know what,
the
nah?
ex-gent is 25 this year. I
25,
think.
something
I
like
don't know. I don't know. But that's the baby daddy. So I don't know.
that.
Okay.
So,
Can I say something quickly?
please
Joaka,
wait, let Master Matiba. But again,
oh, okay.
yeah, okay. So, guys, as in, remember, we are strict with the time, nah? So, let's say we can push it to 1:45, nah? So now, I'm gonna need 947 to actually like just wrap up the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we can actually like reckless in like a because like there's a person here, Bra Senzo. So like let's give him the last 2 minutes so to actually wrap up and then we start blessing. And then when you're done talking, please like just step down and then we can have more people to actually come in. So njere changes I know you are one. But in Pinchak, but it's fine. So you can wrap it up now.
Okay.
Mm. Okay. 9-4.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, you're good now.
Going to like now. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
Palokwa,
can
are
you
you
hear me?
reading that? Why she said that the message that you said she did what?
Yeah, I'm reading that, which is basically all the things that, yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so she's like to me, obviously I asked her, why did she do all that stuff? You know, and then she's like to me, so I'm gonna read it in her words, like I'm reading it to you. Yabo? Yeah. She's like, I loved you, I loved you to a point where I didn't recognize myself anymore, and that scared me. We took things slow, and I suggested we date and turn this into a relationship. That was what I wanted for us, to make this work, to make this what could have been, but later saw you for what you are, what you really are. You scared me because what you gave me and what you had was not enough. You had no love left to give from your previous relationship, and you gave me everything. Yet you continue to also push your, yeah, you continued later to push your boundaries to still provide even when you had no energy left. Yes, I will be fair to admit I cheated. Not once, but multiple times, and I put our relationship on the line time and time again, knowing you'd fight for us. I'm admitting it, it's no secret anymore. I was scared of you because you made me feel loved, made me feel safe, and always surpassed the bare minimum, and continue to still do the most for me with the little love you have left in you, which was what scared me because my ex didn't do that. I won't say the name. That really scared me. It made me doubt if my intentions for you were really pure, if I was really worth your time. At some point, I knew I was competing with my friends because of how I wanted our relationship to turn out, how I'd always compare the way we looked to everyone else, and how I wanted us to be seen. I always wanted more from you because your heart, your actions, and your softness was too hard to push away and too good to deny. I never once gave you a chance to walk away because when you tried, I'd do everything just to make sure you stay. I gave you every reason to leave, yet you gave me every reason to stay. You kept seeing the good in me, and I just didn't see anything in you until our final moments. We were two different people looking for the same thing. I guess I was convincing myself that you were too good for me and better off with someone else. I had never experienced someone like you, and my own insecurities towards you influenced my cheating and infidelity. Because I would be curious to know what you would do behind my back. I got so scared to fight for you or our relationship when I noticed how emotionally unavailable you became after a long time and after certain battles. You'd always be too busy for me, come up with excuses not to see me or spend time with me after certain stuff, and sometimes wouldn't even want to be around me anymore or my friends or people I'm close to. And that led me to answer certain questions on your behalf. Generally, it just made me do more bad than good. I always had a thought behind my mind that you were probably out there with someone else doing all the things that you said you never do. I kind of thought you were like my ex. I got in this telling myself that I'm over him and that he was never for me. I lied. While you were fighting for me, I couldn't stop fighting for him. As much as I'm trying to dumb it down, I'll let you know what you've been hiding from. I was searching for my ex in you. I was still in love with him, and I'd picture him in your eyes. I always thought for you, the smallest things would trigger me. How you would brush off serious stuff about yourself felt like you couldn't trust me. How you'd go above and beyond for me felt like you wanted to prove something to me, and I wasn't looking. I concluded, what yeah, I concluded you way before it got serious. I pictured him in your body, how you'd walk, talk, or do certain things used to resemble him, and how he'd treat me. So when you made mistakes or we'd fight, I'd take everything out on you, cause I never could do that to him. To be fair, it felt like I was passing time with you, fixing myself for someone I kept seeing behind your back, and it just felt too good to be true. I never got over my ex, and I'd often go backwards instead of making progress with us. I promised you a lot of stuff. I promised you a lot of things, from trying to do better to fixing myself. I never fulfilled even a single promise I made to you. Your surroundings never made me feel settled. Then I later discovered that our personalities didn't align anymore. But you were too far gone to realize.
Yeah, boy. Listen, ish.
Leroy, uvala ngoba isikhathi?
Yo. Nge?
Uvala ngoba isikhathi?
Ngo-1.
Nibhala so vela mathi niyenza bosimo. Yo,
Ngo-1.
I mean, knowing me, the moment that I open up this message and I see that, I'm not reading it. I'm not
The
reading it.
first line and the last line,
I'm
Naomi.
not
Then you
reading
just
it.
go, okay.
Guys, I'm not reading it.
Because
I'm not doing that.
Guys. What's the, can somebody DM him actually? I'm because he's probably still reading that, but
It's probably low udlala umashayana uyamfonela.
guys,
Umbonile ukuthi you talking about her.
guys, let's be sensitive, okay?
Yes,
I'm
please.
still here.
Yes, please.
I'm still here. I wasn't reading. Yeah, this is the last thing that she said. So She's like, everything, everything was overwhelming in her life at home, and she had no control of her life. She's like, you'd pester me, and I couldn't stand the person you were. Too clingy and too overwhelming, too overprotective, even about the little things. Sometimes I just hated how you'd always want to be around me. Whenever I'm out, you'd constantly check up on me as if I'm doing something. You'd come and pick me up or cover it with that I just wanted to make sure you're safe. Honestly, you gave me every reason to cheat, and I knew it was hurting you, but didn't care because it wasn't hurting me. I was using you. I used to take advantage of you because I knew you could never say no to me. Even when I was wrong, you never turned your back on me. I took advantage of your kindness. There was so much bad blood between us because I let people dictate how our relationship turned out. I found out I found out later that you really gave me the real you, the person you've been hiding for years. And I had found the right person in you, but I found him at the wrong time. So I'm sorry for everything. And then, yeah, that's where it ends.
You know, one thing that I can actually not like give this girl actually, okay, she took accountability, like, because what she said there was exactly what I was gonna say to you, Khorbra. You were too kind, nah?
Yeah, facts.
like like you were too loving because you wanted to love her better than like what she was.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, so now you were the rebound now to her. Okay, you know what?
basically,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, let me just use him yana for now, and then what? Like, let me run fuck him also, cause run fuck you,
yeah.
Eish, mpenjaka. Okay, you know what, guys? We are gonna start with Naomi. Then yeah, Nakabongi, then Tluvu, then Bra Matiba. Then we are gonna close off with Maria, because we are left with 35 minutes. So let's try to keep it at like 5 minutes each now.
Okay, I am gonna say the story very quick, right? For those that don't know, me Nyanga, right? And I have
Oh yeah, she's a
patients
Wi-Fi
with
gang.
me. Yes, I'm the Wi-Fi gang, Bluetooth connected.
Bluetooth.
So, I just want to tell you guys what I had a patient who came through with her husband, and they would come to me often, a lot, regarding their relationship problems. The man would not sleep at home. The man would get drunk. He would disappear, phone by off, right? Every other week, but he would make it on time for our sessions. He would not make it on time endlini, but he'd make it on time for our sessions so that he can talk to me, right? One day I asked him, ukuthi awungitshele-ke Leroy, njengoba ushadile lana nalo mfazi lona uyenza lezi zinto lezi, why are you doing the things that you're doing? Like, you are a smart man. I've realized ukuthi it's not that you don't know what you're doing is wrong. Why do you do the things that you do? This man turned to me and said, Uguti, I have done everything in my power to break up this relationship, but she keeps on fixing it.
Eh?
So, 947, ne? Your message, there was no accountability in anything. She literally did everything possible to break up the relationship, but you kept on fixing it. The only reason why she allowed you back in is because you were always just an option. As much as she abused you, as much as she would cheat on you, as much as she would disappear on you, whatever that she did, it was always not good enough for you to let go. She let go long ago, even before you guys went into a relationship, which is why you found her with her ex. They were beating each other up. You were dropping her off at the house and whatnot. You showed that you will always be available to her. So she just placed you as a placeholder, not because that she was in a relationship with you. I'm pretty sure that if we were to actually hear her rendition of the story in this situation, it would be completely different, irrespective of the fact that she's an abuser. But it would be based on the fact, Uguti, I have done everything in my power to make sure that this relationship actually ends. But when you kept on fixing it. So again, your boundaries were not set from the onset. You don't know your boundaries, which is why she kept on pushing them.
Facts.
So yes, I love.
Hey man. Okay. Uh Bro Bongs.
Hi, guys. Yo, ziyakhala. But what I can say is ukuthi, as 947 said, ukuthi sibadala thina lana, yena he's way younger than us. What I can say is ukuthi, I'm so sorry ukuthi you had to go through yonke lento or go through yona at a very young age. No one deserves ukuthi abuswe, regardless of their gender. um, I'm so sorry, man. And I hope you find healing. And I hope you take care of your mental health. Seek help. Don't just ignore it. Because it's something traumatic. eyenzekile empilweni yakho. Just get more help and try to find izinto that will make you more happy. Yeah, and girl, please, girl naye needs to deal with izinto zakhe eqeleni. Don't try to help her out. She needs to find help on her own. Nawe find uncedo for yourself. And yeah, ube right here. I just wish you the best. Just enjoy ama-20s wakho up until ufike kithi kuma-30s. But yeah, I'm so sorry, and I hope ukuthi what you went through doesn't really is not your future. You don't do the same thing to someone else into ebebagenze yona. So I just pray ukuthi you heal and uba a better person. Thank you. Bye.
And thank you very much, there, Bro Bongs. And like, please remember to step down here in this barricade because there's two people here that want to come in. So like, let's help each other, guys. Now, aware. Okay. Mrs. Ndlovu.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
947. I like the fact that you are quite young because that means that you still have a lot of room to grow and you still have a lot of room to assert yourself, not only as a man, but as a human being in general. It's very important to have boundaries. And I think in your situation, you realize now why it is as important to have boundaries. The problem with selfish people is that they have no limits to what they take. So when, as an individual, it is your responsibility to set boundaries to what you are willing to give in situations, right? So you need to set boundaries for yourself so that you know what, if I am stepping over this now, it means that I have given more than enough and it's okay for you to step back. Also, you cannot love people more than they love themselves. Equally so, they cannot love you more than you love yourself. So the fact that you don't have boundaries, it shows a certain level of not loving yourself because you cannot allow any and everything. The reason we put fences around our houses is so that no Tom, Dick, and Harry can just walk through nje or willy-nilly. So do that around yourself as well. Set boundaries so that people do not walk through your life nje just because they can. And also don't let people get comfortable in disrespecting you. Whether it's a joke or whatever, call it out. Immediately that it happens, call that out so that they know not to do it again. So boundaries going forward, please.
Be 100% with that, man. But again, can happen like just to spice up nyana then. I've been in a similar situation, my nigga. Nah. Sometimes, bruh, go botlhoko to let go mpinjaka. Gape be like being like left by a person like you were ready for born. You are mine man, forever, and then now as like them leaving. I'd rather be called an asshole, but then born. Learn to be that guy for yourself or born ejo. No means no, nah. There's a hard nyana here that's gonna be saying, but then come on, man. Like, I mean, like you don't really have to be an asshole like the Joe born like Mary. Like, learn to actually put yourself first. How about now? Dizzy nyana. Chief, leave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you love her, but chief, how about now? You're like, nah, bro. And happy, you just really have to let go, Maji. And I know that you still love her, but she hates you, bruh. More than once, more than twice.
Yeah, but nah, I'm over it, man. To be honest, the closure was just that, you know, icing on the cake, just to understand why, certain things are happening the way they're happening, or why I'm so fearful in the relationship I'm trying to build now with this person that I'm with. It's a thing of, I don't want to make the same mistakes. You understand? I don't want to make the same mistakes, and I don't want to. Basically, this person that I'm with now is basically asking me to be more open. And the last time I was open, that happened. So it's a thing of, maybe I'm just a bit skeptical to open up, or I'm just letting the trauma lead the way, but I'm trying. But it's a slow movement, because she also has her uh not the same story, but a similar story, but hers is not physical and stuff like that, so she's good. But it's kind of tough for, in a sense, both of us sometimes to just get certain stuff out the way. Do you get me? Like, what I noticed with that is, we talk, our communication is fine, but when it comes to when it comes to me being a bit more.
Oh, okay. Guys, what just happened?
No, it's still me. I'm just saying, when it comes to me being a bit more vocal, it's a thing of, I'm a bit skeptical that, oh, maybe this person might, not see me as the same person she, liked, or, because this person really likes me, but I noticed that, a lot of things
What?
that I do tend to put us in a, I, I'm a bit more problematic than I was, before. Now it's just, and I don't want that, so that's why I'm in the process of fixing that. And I don't wanna, like, eh, you know I don't wanna mess this thing up, because this person is really genuine, like, she's really genuine, and the way we found each other is quite it's quite weird, it's quite crazy, but we click, we genuinely click, you know so it's that, so if someone says they'll talk to you when they're ready, you basically give them their space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll talk to you when they're ready.
Yes, mfana.
I don't know. Girls, the ladies must be the ones to elaborate this, because I don't know, chief. But yeah.
And Gav, you know what? Like, because of Nag, actually, let's just wrap this up, and then, like, maybe we can continue it be like actually tomorrow and because I let Naga one it like. But then, okay, Bramatibe, Maria, Senzo, okay, one. You guys should have 2 minutes each.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. Broaga, you know what? Don't think all cars are the same, ne? I hope you get what I'm saying. Don't paint everyone with the same brush. I'm sorry that you went through that at a younger age, and it doesn't mean that it should have happened later on, but it's not nice to be in such a situation. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Mfetu, but love yourself and love this lady Onaye manje that you're trying to build with. Like umtande. Do not carry those scars that you had. I'm not saying those scars should go away. I'm not saying you should not keep your guard up, but do not have this mentality ukuthi, "Ish, I once had an accident, go N3 or N1, and you're still gonna have the very same accident. It might not happen. You get me? So just be yourself and have love. Lento yenzekile ivumele indlule and ube umuntu. And please remove those messages. Delete everything that ties you to that lady, all those memories, and then also background out here.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
and thank you very much, Money. Sis Maria.
Yeah, I wanted to say the same thing. for the mere fact that you still have those texts, you're not ready. And it's not your current partner's responsibility to help you heal. Personally, especially as a person who's went through an abusive relationship at 21, I left at 23. Those things that you're talking about, it wasn't as extreme, but yes, it was more emotional. And then he hit me once. But long story short, I tried to date again and I bled a lot on that person. I stayed single for a whole year. So I'd say reconsider that relationship. Don't, because you might end up unknowingly hurting one about kaposh, you know. So hey, I'm ready. You're not ready.
Hence, I think I'm taking the time now to, evaluate it entirely. Like this closure thingy happened just a few days ago. Like I just
Even
let my
worse.
guard down.
I
No, I just let my guard down and then just, you know what, let me just get it over and done with. So it's not something that happened like for a while now, guys. No, it just,
No, but the
I
fact
got the
that this
closure
person
recently.
still has contact with you and you are able to read. Now I wonder if that ex of
No,
mine
I
that shot
blocked
at me
them. They not
was
they,
to.
they don't have the contact with me. After I
You don't have
got
the
that,
contact, man. How did you?
I I
For the mere
no,
fact,
guys, I did not keep her number after we broke up and all of that stuff. No,
but
I
the fact that
asked
she was able
someone
to
for
reach you
her
in the first
number.
place.
She didn't reach me. I said I was seeking the closure, so I went and found ways to get her number, got my
Hey,
closure,
that's exactly
blocked
what I
her.
mean. That the fact
Yeah.
that you just went and looked for the closure goes to show like you're not ready for this new relationship. You're still dealing. So, I
It's fair enough.
love will always find a way. If she's yours, she's yours. When not, be friends. Just be single, and yeah, heal.
Okay.
Sharp.
Okay.
Ejo, where do you live?
Me.
Yeah, you.
I live at Soweto,
Okay, okay.
just down the road from the university.
I don't know Josie like that, Maji, but you know what, nah?
Mm-hmm.
You should come to Pretoria next weekend, actually. I'm inviting you. So you can hang out, me and you.
Wait, I have to thingy though. I think I'm writing, but I'll let you know though when I'm available, and then I'll pull through.
All right, sharp, sharp. Alright.
I'll let you know. I'll DM you my number. It's fine.
I'll wait, Mpenchaga.
All right.
So, Lee, get the bill come. Porque Mangsenzo, fair man.
Good day, everyone. Good day, Leroy.
Mm.
I wanna ask 947. 947,
Oh, but
did you get your closure? Have you healed?
I got my closure. I got my closure. At least I know
Okay.
where I stood, so I'm not gonna go around, asking like why this happened or why did it happen to me. I see why it happened,
Okay.
so yeah. I think I got my
Okay.
closure.
So right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are ready to now focus on your current relationship, right?
I am, but I think it would be fair if I addressed um everything that happened before we continue forward. And what I mean by
Okay.
that
Right.
is develop certain boundaries. Honestly, before in the previous relationship, I didn't have any. So
Mm.
moving forward, I think we need direction, you know.
Okay.
So in terms of us moving forward, we need direction more than we need like just to say no, this happened, it's okay. Let's move. I think we need direction first and foremost, and
All right.
time.
So what I quickly wanna say to you and to everybody else here that guys, impama le yokuqala ekuvala amehlo, it's the first sign.
Uh
Yeka, same time, because that person has already shown that side of them ukuthi kahle kahle bona bamabhokolo. Once wakuvala amehlo ngempama kwabamnyama, njengoba nawe 947 wakuthatha a couple of seconds to get your vision back. That was the first sign to say, you know what, this relationship is not for me. I need to move on. But I understand ukuthi you were blinded by love. And yeah, I think that's leyo mpama leyo impela was the love being blinding you, you know. But um la engikhona ukuthi mfethu, next time ngicela ukuthi ube careful. You are still very, very young. Just a quick question. How long was that relationship?
3 years.
Yes, yeah.
3 years, okay. Yeah, no, you are still very, very young, but you just need to now focus on your current relationship, create those boundaries, and yeah. Also, deal breakers. Make sure ukuthi umuntu meke wakushaya ngempama, that's a deal breaker for you because uyayazi ukuthi kubuhlungu kanjani.
Yeah.
Alright, ngiyabonga.
Just take it slow, my G. Just take it very slow because like this is gonna be with you for a while actually.
My
So
guy.
hey mfana.
My
If
guy. I used to flinch when my current girl used to try hug me out of nowhere. I used to flinch. So I think yeah, it's still a lot to be worked on. Hence why I'm saying the direction and the patience, it's gonna solve a lot. So yeah.
and I'm gonna
Uh,
hang out, so you know, and then like see this weekend I'm going to the East End, so maybe like Hagiti, how far is it from Josie? But hey man, maybe we
Uh,
can.
we'll
They
make a plan. We'll make a plan soon.
I don't know.
Leroy,
Mm-hmm.
ngicela ukubonga nje kunayo umuthi angilalela ukuthi ahlale lapha. Bengisaba ukuhlala la ku-panel.
Why?
Hey, mfethu kukhona abanye abantu abasuke basibiza ngama-misogynist sometimes when we talk, so we need that to
don't.
solve. But again, thank you so much.
Okay,
We
guys,
can
guys,
still.
guys. Okay, guys. Like this is a very safe space. We can disagree peacefully. So let's not be saying well now you whatever. You don't like this? Okay, Fede. Moko enamo. Respectfully so guys. Please talk.
Wait, quickly, Maria, you're in a relationship. Okay, let me just break this down for Maria and everybody now. We are not official within the public, like we are not in a relationship. We are on the way towards forming it. So what we had agreed upon is we want to work and heal on our past before we get into the relationship so that we don't have to always like have that linger in your mind, Hore, I should have, worked this out, or I should have gave this time before, being in a relationship and anything like that. I should have done this, or I should have done this. So that's what we're doing now, and as much as, we both have our problems and we both have our fights and the up and down, I think making sure the foundation is strong before we could actually get into a relationship and actually build what we want to like establish. Before we build the house, we technically like wanting to solidify our foundation so that even if we have, like our fallouts, we know that we're not starting from scratch. We're just starting from where we thingy, where we laid our foundation, and we can go up again. So in terms of me being in a relationship, technically I am not dating, but we are working towards that whilst we are working towards our healing as well on the side.
And
So
that is a great thing, actually.
mm,
Yeah, like you saying, ne? Me, I want you bad. Let's be
yes.
okay first. Then. You see?
Yeah.
I had faded Brag. Okay, so the last person, Brag one, and then we can close this off because then my phone is dying here. You see why I can but yeah. Social one. Oh yeah, let no
Um,
names. Yeah, actually, sorry about that.
Good day, everyone. Okay, it's a good thing that I'm not the last person because I don't have anything nice to say.
Why not?
What what I want to say is it's very important for us as men to take our proper place in the world. No man or woman, young or old, should ever be comfortable to hit you multiple times without any consequences. I mean, if you are incapable of violence, not being violent isn't virtue. The capacity for violence and the capacity for self-control is what brings about the virtue. If you are not in a formidable, if you're not in a formidable force, excuse me, there is no morality in your self-control. You can't say, okay, I'm not violent, therefore I'm good. No, that should never be the case. But yeah, I'm glad to good see 947 was able to get himself out of this undesirable situation. And lastly, I just want to make this as a general statement. Who could see? I'm going back to the original question. But as people, we often say we have these boundaries, or I want to date a person who's A, B, and C without looking at ourselves first. I've often said if before you say I want a certain type of person, you must look at yourself first. If am I someone whom such people are naturally attracted to? And if, for example, you want to date someone who is calm, who is who does not go to groove, etc., etc., you must first become the person whom such people are naturally attracted to. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna end there. Thank you.
Oh, oh, okay. Basically, be the person you want to be with. Nah?
Attract that you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
exactly be the person you want to be with, but be the person whom um, the person that you want are attracted to. You can't be Istawa and say, I want to have intomazane esontayo, intomazane who's A, B, and C. But you must first become the type of person whom amantomazane asontayo are attracted to. Guys who don't go to groove are attracted to. Before you say, I expect this and this and that. Because most often, the people whom we attract are a reflection of us. They are a reflection of our decisions. Your partner is basically a reflection of the decisions that you have taken in life, whether good or bad. And yeah.
100% there, Mr. One. And thank you very much, guys. We are left with literally 5 minutes and then we're out, né? So let's wrap this up.